and I know what I want. I'm a gambler, and I know how to get it. I'm a gambler, and I know what I know, what I know.
The Alan Brazil Sports Breakfast, featuring Dominic Cork on talkSPORT.
Good morning, 16 after 6, Corky. Good morning, Dom.
Good morning, Alan.
Sorry, mate, struggling with the
traffic. Don't tell me about traffic.
I swear,
ridiculous.
I'm losing the will to live with London traffic. I used to get here in about 12 minutes. Now I've got to give myself 40 minutes.
It's ridiculous,
it's
isn't it? At this time in the morning, you just think it'd be clear, but it never is.
Well, no, Dom, because of cones, because of roadworks, because of cycle lanes, if someone breaks down, you have had it. Simple.
Correct.
Anyway, mate, listen, last night, really disappointing. I'm going to come to that in a minute. Let me do the big three first, okay?
Yes.
Oliver Giroud sent off as Arsenal suffered 2-1 defeat to Dinamo Zagreb. Chelsea get the first victory of the season at the Bridge. A 4-0 victory over Maccabi Tel Aviv. And Celtic, Tottenham and Liverpool all in Europa League action tonight. We have live commentary, don't forget, here on talkSPORT, the Red Strip, to Bordeaux. Not an easy game for all the clubs. For me, kick-off 6 o'clock, early start. So, Dom, here we go, right? I've tried my very hardest, and I mean this I don't want to sound like an old bitter footballer, how much money these guys get now. And I mean this, and please, people should listen just carefully what I say.
Yes.
I am getting fed up. I'm getting sick and tired of contract wrangles. I want 150 grand a week. I want 200 grand, all this sort of money. When our creme de la creme are playing teams in Europe who are getting 20 grand, 25. It's still big money, but nothing to what we're getting and getting beat. The Arsenal last night, I'm now, listen, I've tried my hardest to sort of be on Wenger's side and not 100%, but saying, well, come on, he's done great job. I'm now getting fed up. I'm now thinking, Arsenal getting beat last night. Whoa. City getting beat at home to Juventus side. Nowhere near as strong as last year, right? At home, should not get beat. The worst result should be a draw. And I'm now beginning to think these superstars are way overpaid, and do they really care? Are they conning us? Are we getting taken for a joke here in Europe? Think back to the, all right, it's a long time ago, think back to the late 70s, the 80s, when English clubs and Scottish clubs done well, Aberdeen, Celtic, right? Dundee United getting to a final. Think then. And what we're doing now, we're going backwards. I'm sorry, we're going backwards. The Premier might be the best league in the world, everyone tells me. We are going backwards in Europe and at international level. Good morning, 6 after 7. A very, very good morning. Arsenal got the Champions League campaign off to, the worst possible start.
Foul on Pinto, and the referee is reaching for his pocket. It's a second yellow card, and Olivier Giroud is sent off for Arsenal. Ricardo's corner kick and headed in by Fernandes. It's a second goal for Dinamo Zagreb.
Yes, 6 changes for the Arsenal. They head to the Bridge at the weekend, who are now buoyant because elsewhere Chelsea put their recent troubles behind them. A 4-0 victory over Maccabi Tel Aviv at Stamford Bridge. Speaking after the game, Jose Mourinho had a few words for his doubters.
Rooney is a fantastic player when he's not scoring goals. He's a fantastic player when he scores goals for England. I am a fantastic manager when I win matches, and I am a fantastic manager when I lose matches.
Brilliant.
Spurs.
So why don't we line 5 top Premiership managers against the wall then and say, why would you get
Sounds
beat?
a bit violent.
No, it's not. I think they deserve it now. Because the money they're spending, look at Van Gaal, the money he spent. How can PSV beat Manchester United. The money he has spent, over 200 million. We keep talking about we've got the best players in the world, bar one or two. We've got the best league in the world. Hold on a minute. Why are we struggling in Europe? Why are we struggling at international level if we've got all, the best league, the best players? I know there's foreigners. Maybe we've got too many foreigners in my view. I think, listen, it's early doors at 7:28. You wouldn't read the Racing Post.
No.
But it's quite interesting. Headline here, Coral in Russian roulette warning. Of course, we're very close with Coral here on the Sports Breakfast. And this says racing's major stakeholder would be playing a game of Russian roulette with sponsorship of the sport if they persevere with plans to prevent bookmakers from backing races unless they contribute more to the levy. I find this a strange story, because racing, Hank, it's very expensive. A lot of people in the city would own horses or have a leg of a horse. It's very expensive, and they do need support. So why are they doing this? I don't
need
understand
the support of the bookmakers. There's no doubt about that. It's an industry that's gone through some tough times, of course.
I was in Rocca yesterday. It was fantastic.
Very nice.
Really, really nice.
I bet you were rocking in Rocca, weren't you?
Yeah, we were. It was beautiful. I tell you, best lunch I've had for a long, long time.
Very pleasant. Let me quickly do one story for you. AB InBev, the world's biggest brewer, makers of Budweiser, Stella Artois and
King
Corona.
of beers.
Exactly, has approached rival SAB Miller, the number 2 player, owners of Peroni, Grolsch and Pilsner, that would create a brewing colossus that would make around a third of the beer consumed globally. The merged group could have a market value of $275 billion.
Wow.
So bringing together these massive brewers, we saw shares in SAB Miller rise 21%, £36.40. Some analysts suggesting actually a takeout price could be closer to £40, maybe £45. Brewing sector has been consolidating rapidly over the course of the past few years, driven by cost cutting and expansion into new markets. No guarantee, of course, this deal will be done. And anyway, a deal of this size is likely to face significant regulatory pressures, particularly in the United States, but also China.
Hank found a little bar, a little beer, a little bar, a little beer, a little beach. It's now known as the Peroni Beach. Couldn't believe it, in Paros. Right in Paros,
Really?
€250 for a bottle of Peroni, now known as Peroni Beach.
I think it's now known as Alan Brazil Beach, which is a bit of a worry.
Speak later, 7:31.
Best bet for breakfast.
8:23, and it's a lovely Nicola. Nicola, good morning.
Good morning, Alan. Good morning, Dom. Well, between us, there's a great representation of the Rugby World Cup. We've an Englishman, an Irishwoman, and a Scotsman. Well, maybe not so much you, Alan, I don't really think.
Excuse me?
Scotland.
Of course I'm a jock. Glasgow born and bred.
Very good, Nicola.
Oh, hello.
150 to 1 Scotland.
Listen, the Welshman up there on the peaks.
Anyway, sorry about that, Alan. I just had to have that little dig.
Hey, by the way, you've got no chance of winning at the Irish. Don't worry about that. Yeah, Twickenham, you were a disgrace at Twickenham.
It was only a friendly.
Yeah.
It was only a friendly.
Let's start with rugby then. What price Ireland to win it?
Well, Ireland have a great chance of winning it, let me tell you.
They're
15-2. Listen, Alan, back-to-back winners of the Six Nations. How can you say they've got no chance? I mean, when it comes
15-2.
Yes, that's an excellent prize for Ireland.
Nicola, how many times have you actually won it?
Robbery.
How many times have you won it, Nicola?
Anyway, New Zealand are the 13-10 favourites. I'll tell you where all the money's going. First of all, you'd think there was patriotic support, but there's absolutely no patriotic support, I'm afraid. The money's been coming for New Zealand, as I said. They're the 13-10 favourites. Australia at 8-1, and France at 16-1, who've made the semi-finals of the last 4 World Cups and the final last time round. But it's hard to look past New Zealand. On their day, nobody can beat them. The head says the All Blacks, the heart saying Ireland. England.
Nothing on the Aussies.
No, I was going to ask, no odds on England, or just you don't want to give odds?
Let's go to England then. Okay. I mean, England are the second favourites at 4-1.
Right, sorry.
Don't worry, Dom. They have the toughest group by a mile. They need to see off Wales, Australia and Fiji. If they can finish top of their pool, and that's if, I know they're going to face most probably Scotland, and then potentially either France or Ireland. Come on, Ireland, in the semi-finals. So it's going to be interesting. England are 8-11 though to win their pool, so I think that's going to be the case. And they've got Fiji, of course, to kick-start it on Friday. Should be easy peasy. Although I think the line's quite generous. I think Fiji plus 26 at 10-11 could be the bet.
Plus 26, really? That's interesting.
I have to say though, I think it's Ireland and England who are going to make the semi-final, and one of these two will be in the final. Wales, sorry to say it, I don't think they're going to make it through Pool A. So, yeah, our traders actually really like South Africa. They think they're a great bet at 9-2.
92, you're giving nothing away here.
Don't be greedy, Alan. They're great prices.
Honestly.
They've got an easy group and an easy quarter-final should they get there. And they're very, when it comes to the world stage, they're very capable of grinding out a win.
Champions League qualifying, come on.
Well, what's going on with the English sides, Alan?
Ridiculous.
After the way their season has been going, I actually didn't expect Chelsea to be England's best hope of bringing back the trophy. They're 11-1 to win it. Arsenal, on the other hand, had another dismal Champions League failure. They're 33-1.
33-1, aren't they?
I pronounced my THs, Alan. Cheeky bugger.
I'm a gambler, and I know what I want. I'm a gambler, and I know how to get it. I'm a gambler, and I know what I know, what I know.